Hello again, this is SD. We had a very good NGB run last time out, which got us to 2, and we're going for win number 3 today with Mantis B. This is quite a strong ship if you can get out of Sector 1, in my experience, but that can be a little bit tricky. This ship is very prone to dying in weird ways, although that hasn't happened to me for a while. I hope that's not a sign that it's going to. Because you only have 2 Mantis, you're absolutely awful at repairs. You have only level 1 engines, and you have no way of interacting with Zoltan shields in any way, so you're very, very vulnerable to an enemy that has Zoltan shields and good weapons. And also just, you're pretty vulnerable to ships that have good weapons and med bays or something like that, because you don't have any easy way to take those out. Against ships that you do well against, you just steamroll. Usually the key thing on this ship is to try to get an NG as soon as possible. I'm going to put my second Mantis on sensors. Looks like here and here, and then maybe there. Actually, no, probably here, 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 here. Fine. That's definitely a Lido missile. We have a defensive drone 1, so that's helpful. This ship only has 2 crew as well. So let's attack this pirate for the possible double reward. One of the crew is a rock, so we're aboard into piloting and get a lot of 2v1 time. Let's kite until the unit is dead. There is a fairly large blind spot in terms of the defensive drone. Unfortunately, it can miss shots coming in from the right. So, we didn't get a double reward, but it was pretty good scrap anyway. Okay, we see a store. We're going to go there right away. If you get a chance to sell a bunch of stuff to buy an NG, it's just definitely worth doing it on the ship. We have Mantis pheromones. We could potentially sell a boarding drone. Okay, we don't have... There's no crew here, so we can't do any of that. I'm going to go with this Ion Blast. I can do Ion Blast and level 2 engines. Getting the engines up to 3 is pretty important on this ship. This will give me a way to interact with Zoltan shields. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. You usually want your engines up at 3 as soon as possible on this ship. But I think that the Ion Blast is good enough to be worth delaying that by hopefully just 1 scrap reward. The primary thing you might need to run away from is nasty Zoltan shield ships, but this means I don't necessarily need to do that. Let's do a little thing. Get 2v1 against this human for a little bit when we kill the pheromone. Yeah, there's the blind spot in action. Oh, that is the best boarding support weapon in the game, and we get it for free. 2 jumps in. Cool. We can't use it yet, but... And we're still going to be saving money, because it's important to be able to take advantage if we find a store that has crew that aren't Mantis, which is basically... You ideally want an NG, but really anything that isn't a Mantis, so that you can actually fix things on your ship is worth it. there, and probably there after that. Okay, the markings of a space pirate, so it's not an auto ship. We can kill auto ships with the boarding drone, but it's a little bit annoying. And if it's one of the ones that has segmented rooms, it can land in the wrong place. So it's worthwhile. There's a few ships like this. Crystal B is another where it's worth when you see text like this. Just make sure to quickly read it to see whether or not it says you're fighting an auto. Okay, in this case, we're fighting a ship that literally can't hurt us. So this is just free. We're gonna warp back and heal part way here, because they've got a Mantis and a rocket, and there's also no need to take any risks here. Kill the NG, and back we come. They don't have a med bay. What's going on over there? I could train my crew here, but I'm not going to because these two are going to be boarders, so we'll run anyway. I suppose that I probably should, actually. Yeah, I guess actually in case we need to run away from a fight, I should get them trained on. Evade. Let's get my speed hack on. Enable to 500% speed. Don't actually know whether that's a percent actually or what. I'm only training them on pilot. I can get weapons here. These guys are definitely never going to end up with weapons. That looks tricky at 5 minutes. Whatever the 5 minutes is. Having a look to see if there's a storm. There's let's finish eating. Nice! 30 scrap from one fight. We already looked at the map. There isn't a store, so let's get my engines up. Should I take this? In terms of blue options, I have an ion. I have the boarding drone gives for giant alien spiders. Defense drone gives for a couple. And of course it sees the most. This has a chance to lose crew. No, do not do that. You can do that safely if you have a clone bay, but I do not. So I'll probably look to swap to one at some point. for our help. This quest can spawn like a Rebel Elite ship that is stronger than what you typically face in the sector. It can also spawn a fight with an ASB, so it looks like I kind of have to go through that to get to the exit, but I'm probably not going to take the fight, if there is one. I once died to this on Mantis B because it spawned the Rebel Elite ship, which in Sector 1 normally you'd be capped at level 3 weapons, but in this case they had level 4 or 5, and they had a Vulcan, which normally isn't that much of a threat, but they also had a med bay, so I couldn't kill their crew, and they managed to spin the Vulcan all the way up and kill me, and that was a very, very embarrassing way to die. It's really only going to be a problem on Mantis B. This ship can't hurt me. We are once again going to take our time here and make sure, especially that Zoltan can explode on us and deal damage, so I want to make sure that when that happens we're high enough on health that we don't die. Therefore, everyone come back, heal. There we go. And an easy one. Okay, cool. There's a store to go to. How many jumps do we have? We're right on the line between having 3 jumps before the exit and 4. I'm gonna play it safe and go here, store, quest, out. I might be able to squeeze a 4th one in, but I'm not sure. I don't want to take the risk. Okay, cool. They're going to board us, and we are going to play a little trick on them. Event everything except this little room up here. This crew member will run up there and just stay there. We are free to do whatever the hell we want. Which in this case is going to be break the weapons. In fact, we can break a whole bunch of these rooms and get combat training. We'll start with weapons because we're not 100% certain to block this with the defense room. It could also get hit by the laser. Break teleporter next, because otherwise when I break enough systems, this guy would warp back to the ship. They warp back either when they have hit 25% of their health and the teleporter is off cooldown, or when a certain number of systems on their ship have taken damage and the teleporter is off cooldown. I don't know precisely what percent of systems on their ship have to be broken for that threshold to be hit, but I think by now they would have done that if the 3rd system broken wasn't the teleporter. Nice little bit of fist training. Let's re-oxygenate our ship. We'll run into the sensors room and we'll kill him. Open all the inner doors on your ship, the oxygen will equalize between the rooms, which, you know, we had more oxygen in this room than every other one, so it makes it a little bit faster to get the oxygen back to your ship to do that. We have enough to buy hacking right now. That is generally the 3rd system that you want on this ship. This is one of the ships in the game that can't get hacking and cloaking because you already have 2 systems installed. Well, 2 extra special systems, that is. strictly every ship in the game has 2 systems at least installed. Okay, there's hacking here, and they have crew. Am I going to sell one of these to buy both? Let's see. If I sell the boarding drone, that gives me 35. And then I could sell the ion blast to get 15 and buy a human. I don't like selling the ion blast because, you know, we only bought this sector. Okay, so currently we can't do anything at all to auto ships, but that'll change reasonably quickly. Oh, I forgot to save crew positions. Okay, this is a fine version of this because you don't have a fight on it. Now, unfortunately, we don't really have that much fuel to give them. I'm gonna just give them 1. I shouldn't have given them any. Oh well. I think you just get a scrap reward if you give them 4, but we don't have the scrap to do that, and I wouldn't do it even if we did. Oh great, we just got rid of our ion blast, and now we have these sector choices, which are both terrible. I think Abandoned is slightly more tolerable in that you sometimes fight ships in this sector that aren't Lanius anyway, so... But... now we really want to be able to swap to a clone bay. Okay, unfortunately we can't do anything to this ship, so let's just charge the FTL and get out. I don't want to turn speed hack on because they might bomb something vital. Like that. You get in there. I want to fix my shields in case they bomb it again. We'll try to get this fixed before we jump out in case we need it in the next fight. Okay, cool, we dodged that, so we can get out. There's a store, there's no point going there, I have no scrap. I'm gonna maybe take these 3 and hopefully be able to get something there. Now that technique I used in the last fight obviously would not work against this crew member because Lanius. Let's punch him down really, really low. Yeah, 1 health, that's pretty low. He can get warped back. I'll go board them in the clone bay. Their other crew member is a rock, so I'm probably going to let them board with the rock and punch him down very, very low as well. Then I'll board the clone bay. Their crew will be too weak to stick up against me for any amount of time, and then I break that system and win. Yeah, please board me in my med bay. That's a great idea. Come on in. One moment. Okay, we're back. Let's deal with these orders. I don't want you to break this, so let's stop that. My crew will be fine in a minute. They'll come join now anyway. There we go. Now, unfortunately, we didn't get any scrap from that, and we don't have very many jumps before we need to go to this store. From a scrap perspective, this is a complete waste. It's 4 per drone. I think if this were 30, I would take it because it would get me to the level where I'd be able to buy a clone bay. But it doesn't, and this is quite expensive, and I'm likely to end up, given that I have hacking and drone control, I'm likely to use a lot of drones in this run. So I'm going to actually turn this down. Which means I'm not bothering to go to this store, I only have 20 scrap. Oh, for God's sake, we don't get anything for the Federation base quest. We've recently acquired a cat, and as a result, I'm having to keep an eye on our dog, who's rather excited about having a kitty sister, but is sometimes rather over-enthusiastic about it. Since the cat is on the loose at the moment, I've sort of got to keep an eye on her. It also means that we have to keep, the cat is not allowed outside yet. We have to keep the windows closed in the middle of summer, and I'm boiling. Or at least on the latch when she's wandering around. This ship can't hurt us. Let's get some easy money ahead of that store in a few jumps. There we go, 17 scrap. That's not very good. That's only a medium scrap reward. We could have got a high reward, which would have been very appreciated, since this sector has been completely awful scrap-wise. Going to distress and then up to the store. We kind of have to go to the store anyway. I can't kill this ship. We're going to avoid it, which sucks, because that was a possible double reward. Like, we could potentially have boarded and killed the Lanius over there, but we would need to kill the clone bay as well. And like these weapons, if they just hit my clone bay once, or my teleporter, I'm dead. So, I'll do it. One moment. Okay. I have a heavy laser one that I can't get. That really sucks. Can I get scrap and come back? No. Ugh. If this sector hadn't been such a fucking disaster, I'd be able to buy that here. But we're instead just buying all the fuel because we need it. We've pretty much not made any scrap in this. Okay, this is against a Lanius ship, but we have an ASB, so we can actually win this. I don't really care. We have the defense drone to block missiles, mostly. And we just have to wait until enough ASBs hit them that they die. I will not be turning speed hack on because I want to be able to respond if this, hits my shields and sets fire. That's a leader, though it only does 1 damage if it does get through. Okay, that one hit. Need 1 more hit and they die. The asteroid field. Okay, that's useful. Like, the scrap totals in that sector were awful. We made 47 scrap. But that's kind of what can happen when you get forced to go to a frigging Lania sector as Mantis B before you can have a black clone out. We definitely aren't going Zoltan. Let's go to the NG Homeworld sector. We have another early store here. Let's see if I can scrounge up some scrap so I can make it actually useful. Okay, this fight is a guaranteed double reward. The little message about them using a refugee ship as bait always indicates that this is. You can soft block here. I'm only boarding with 2 crew because suppose I boarded into here and then this missile hit my teleporter through the blind spot. My crew would be stranded over there. Their second slug is in a compartment where I can't kill them. So it's very important that we guard against that possibility. It's actually going to punch them. I'm concerned about them ionizing my drone control. I could get punching training for my human here by sending him over to break other systems, but I'm not going to be bothered. The human might end up staying behind a lot of the time anyway, depending on how my crew evolves. Murder the slug. Get my double reward. And there's the double reward. Still like to take some more jumps before this store, but it does guarantee that if there's a clone day there, we can get it. If there's a useful weapon, we can get it. 1, 2, and no. I have to actually go right there because of, well, unless I want to do a weird doubling back pattern, but I think I'm just going The Halberd Beam is good, but I'm not going to be able to use it for a very long time. I'd rather, if I'm spending my scrap right now, I'd rather just get hacking up and maybe the teleporter and stuff. But I'm going to stay above a 50 scrap buffer so I can swap to a clone bay as soon as I see one. So we won't be doing any of that. If I had upgraded here, I would be getting a better outcome, but I still get scrap and a sellable augment, so it's not too bad. But I'd have got a free reactor as well if I'd had level 2 active. Now I do. Next thing I want to get up is my weapon so I can use the breach ball. Okay, this ship overwhelmed quickly. I'm gonna actually hack their weapons because I don't think I killed them fast enough. The defense drone might get distracted by an asteroid. Nice. Poor crew. You get an engine, you go to the doors. Check out this jump. Guess I should have let the teleporter come off cooldown. Doesn't matter. This escort quest can turn into a store. And if it doesn't, it's likely to be like a fight or some scrap, so. Or a reactor upgrade in this case. No. I don't think I have 3 jumps before this exit. No, I don't. Let's take these 2 then and leave. Ignore, and we get a fight. Good. Trap. We are hacking those weapons, so they're quite dangerous. Put this NG on the naughty step. Split the heavy laser and the flak is the best way to handle this weapon combo. That flak should get punched down before it hits the fire. Okay, cool. You go punch down the teleporter. Okay. Let's get some punch training for our humans. This should only take a moment. I'm also going to make sure the humans kill this NG to get another point, since our mantis are both maxed. If you're doing this, always make sure to break the oxygen last, because you don't want to suffocate your own people. I mean, you should generally be able to react fast enough regardless, but this is just good attention to detail to make sure to do that last. Speaking of attention to detail, let's re-oxygenate our ship. Had all the internal doors open, and if you hit the button to do that a second time, it opens all the external doors as well. Nice scrap reward, and we get a bomb that we can sell. It's just inferior to our breach bomb. I'm going to upgrade this now because I can sell the fire bomb for Clone Bay if I see it now. We're going to just strip the ship since we can't kill it. There's a store we can't go there. No, we have a decent supply of both of those. Off to the civilian sector. Here, here, here. Next upgrade I want is level 3 hacking. But I want to keep that 50 scrap buffer, which currently I don't even have that. I do if I sell the firebomb. It's okay. It's just a kitty. You be nice to your sister. Okay, she's decided to wander off again. You need to be nice to Pickle. Those weapons look dangerous. I'm not letting them have them. Their crew do not look dangerous. They seem to have a lot of enemies, so let's just let them right in since they have a med bay. Kill them as they try to escape. More fire stuff. While the fire beam and the firebomb are fun, we already have a way to get crew kills that does not rely on fire, so we're not using them. Let's just go right to this store. Ah, come on. I'll keep the fire beam in case I can use it for a blue option or something. But otherwise, I'm going to go about buying the backup DNA bank. Oh yeah, I have this to sell. I think I already missed a chance to sell that. I don't currently have a clone bay, but DNA bank with clone bay is like ultimate protection against losing your crew, and I am going to swap to a clone bay as soon as I see one. So yeah, let's just take this because I still have enough scrap. It does delay me getting Act 3 for a moment, but I don't think that's particularly huge. Danger here because once this goes up, it blocks our crew from warping back, but they have no med bay, and we have a 4-tile room we can fight in, so it doesn't really matter. We should actually let that person out, and then we can fight faster. This buys more time for them to possibly hurt me with the heavy laser and combat run. I can do this now, can't I? Because, yeah, I could sell the fire beam for... And I'll check if there's not a store at the next jump, which there is, actually, but... On the other hand, it's not actually the next jump because I can take more before I have to go there. I get 3 if I go that way, I can get 4, possibly even more if I go south. So let's go south. I don't care about my engines if I can just hack these. A dangerous crew over there. So let's keep them out for a bit. Don't fight them outnumbered. There we go. This gives you... Like, if we take this fight, this gives us a double reward anyway. I think the fire beam, if I remember correctly, gives you a single high reward and, like, a drone. Let's look up Intimidate the Settlers. Remote settlement. Yeah, we receive a drone schematic with high scrap, whereas if we fight the pirate ship, you get... You'll get a medium scrap with resources for killing the enemy crew, and then probably low resources and scrap. I think actually it is better to take the blue option here, since it's medium and low instead of getting high for getting a crew kill. get a high scrap reward, and a drone schematic that we could possibly even use. Duplicate of the one we've already got. Got 2 jumps before the storm. I'm not giving up missiles. You might think that you can easily give up 5 there, but no, just... You always end up using more missiles than you think, and the scrap there wouldn't be all that valuable compared to just not running out of missiles later on. Okay, there's once again no clone bay here, but they do have some interesting stuff. Get rid of that. We would like the battery. We would like this flak to give us a way to deal with Zoltan shields. And let's buy again. Getting no fuel this damn run. Boarding runs tend to be a little bit more variable in terms of fuel rewards for reasons that relate to how the reward tables work for crew kills that I can't be bothered to go into because I'm too hot. But you tend to be kind of feast or famine on those. So there's a few outcomes that don't give any fuel at all, and a few that give very high fuel. Well, we have to go to a rock sector one way or another, which means there's a risk that we lose crew to... Oh, I could have sold the other defense drone. Oh well. There's a chance of losing crew to the rock live mine, which sucks. Let's go in there and take a look. We need engines 4 to be safe against that, but a clone bay would also protect against that, and there's a store right here. We have enough scrap for it if it will just turn up. There it is. Cool. Clone bay. We don't need a second defense drone. More fuel. We're pretty much now set for the whole run. We want more crew. And ideally we'd like a weapon to kill the flagship with in a slightly faster time, otherwise it's just upgrades. We can fight this ship. They do have cloaking, so they might well get this missile off. They're definitely gonna get this missile off. That's a level 3 cloak. And those guys got out. Let's reach bomb beta. One of them's still alive. Let's remedy that situation. Ha ha ha! Their long cloak prevented them from firing. Unfortunately, we now need to wait for them to come out of cloak. Let's vent these guns. Turn the speed hack on to make this a little bit quicker, but I can't actually see my keyboard right now. Gotta turn the light on. There we go. There's one more store somewhere in this sector. Let's try to build up some scrap before we get to it. defending shields particularly highly, so they'll head in there and leave me to break their Cool, freeze all with some shield training. I'll just leave these guys in here and die off. Putting you in weapons. Actually, no, I'll put this guy in engines. You know, he has shield skill. Because I don't have my training at the moment, because the only people I trained up earlier were the Mantis. I'll need to look for a fight where I can train it. I might be able to manufacture one with boarding. Search and find a pirate ship with some free stuff. We can give up 3 fuel. We get a weapon. Cool. We already have a boarding support weapon, so we don't really need that. But if we can get like an explosive replicator, maybe we can use both of them. It also gives a blue option that I otherwise don't have because I don't currently have it. Split the heavy laser and black. Bombing my clone bay is not gonna work. Open the doors and that rock. Yay, more crew. Even though a Zoltan with pilot skill is not really all that useful. I don't know why we've got 2 Zoltans here in this rock sector. We have. Since I might as well put you in there, and you can go into weapons. Save them, and now it's time to vent. What have we here? Nice weapons, that's what have we here. Okay. Get rid of that. I think I'm going to pass on the heavy laser. I could get them both by selling the breach bomb and just go for standard weapons, but this is good enough when I eventually upgrade onto it for killing standard ships with these 3 weapons. It's mostly the flagship. Almost any other ship in the game I can kill with boarding. In fact, any other ship in the game I can kill with boarding. Since I have a clone bay and can board other ships, the breach bomb is really good against them. know there's no other stores in this sector, so maximizing visibility is not terribly useful. Oh, that's interesting. You don't see that very often. How good am I at distress? Nah, skip the distress. We will attack the surviving Mantis ship. This ship, because of the pre-battle event, has actually got weakened weapons, and that's why it's only using a chain aisle. I could potentially train on this with speed hack on, but I don't know if there's any time where they might like swap and use the burst too, and I don't want to deal with that if that is a possibility. So let's just go and kill them. You guys go in there. Easy win. Okay. 3 more jumps before we go to the exit here. We are now safe. I can con him into fixing that breach. And there's a way that you could potentially train here, but it's too slow. You can't quite completely AFK it. I would need to basically let them fix that breach, completely break the weapons, and then I leave my crew in there. They would keep punching this guy down, he'd run off. It's the third Zoltan that I've got in this sector. The rock that remained running to the med bay and healing, and so would never die. And meanwhile, I'd get training from the asteroids. But I could not turn speed hack on there because you periodically have to send new borders over because yours die and get closed. It's not worth it. I really just need an auto ship that I can put a breach bomb into their weapons and leave them with like one gun that can't get through my shields. Do you still have any shield skill left? You do. You can go there and you can go in there. Engage the hack here after they fire the heavy ion. Oh, they boarded me. That was silly. I'm going to lose that system. Oh no, just in time. I was wondering where their third crew member was, and I got my answer, I guess. I didn't hear the sound effect of them boarding me. That's actually quite annoying. This augment actively makes hacking and boarding worse, because you would think that it might only stun the enemy crew, but no, it stuns your crew as well. And it does it even if you run them out of the room and then run them back in. So yeah, I've actually just had the game get harder because of that. I can't be bothered to turn the speed hack on. I could just assign a hotkey to do it, except I'm paranoid that if I do that, then I'll hit it accidentally and then die. So that will not be happening. Let's get the next shield bubble. Given that we can sell that hacking stun, we already have enough scrap to buy anything that we might want to see at a store. Not that there really is much more that we want. We'd like to have... What I'd like are 2 more Mantis, and I'd throw this human off the ship, and then we'd have 4 Mantis boarding, and, you know, Zoltans for most of the positions except piloting. I don't know, again, why we've got 3 Zoltans in this sector. Go, Mantis, go! Oh, dive by like a fraction of a pixel. Okay, well, here, go put this out. Go to the dive now. I'll finish cloning. Just hack their weapons. I could actually just board and kill this ship. But I'd be taking more ASBs while doing that, I think, so I can't do that. Little bit of damage, nothing too major. got an early store, so we can get rid of that stupid hacking stuff. Maybe I should take a fight just to demonstrate how fucking terrible it is. It's not bad. If you're not a boarding ship, hacking stun could be fine. It can particularly be useful if you have like a fire beam. You hack shields, drag the fire beam through shields, and they get, while the thing is hacked, the crew are stunned. They can't do anything about it. That could actually be useful. But because it doesn't differentiate between your crew and the enemy crew, it's extremely useless for boarding. Well, worse than useless. If it was just useless, it wouldn't do anything. This can potentially get crew. This can potentially be a high scrap reward. Let's go for the high scrap reward. We didn't get that anyway. I can take 3 jumps here actually before the start. Sure, repair 10. That's cheaper than what it will be at that store. I guess that's cheaper than the upgrade will be otherwise. Skip this store and go to that one then. We are not surrendering to slavers. We might get a crew for this fight. You murder this idiot. So yeah, if we warp in there, look, our crew are actually stunned. Theirs will be as well if they run in there, so it's not too big an issue. And the stun will end when the hack does. But yeah, like it actively prevents you from taking advantage of the time that the room is hacked. You would normally want to fight in there, take advantage of the locked doors and stuff. You can't do that with this. Well, we didn't get any crew, but we did get a high reward, so it's fine. You people get that too. I'm gonna take like all of this nebula and dive at the end because the dive would be a nebula exit. So. Oh, cool. Get rid of hacking stun, thank you. Buy the long range scanners. I'm gonna buy the combat drone as well, just to help me deal with Zoltan shields and stuff. I'd prefer a beam drone, but you know, we'll take the thing that's here. Combat drone and the flak would get rid of Zoltan shields very, very, very fast. So yeah, take these 2 fights, distress, and then we're gonna hoover up all these nebula jumps. Hopefully we can find a ship we can finally train on. It would also be nice if we got an 8th crew member so we were finalized on where our crew were going. Zoltan's running around causing havoc on my power. Just bomb that stuff. There's no problems. Eliminate this idiot. There we go. Advantage. Okay, nice. It's an outpost. Guaranteed double reward here. You want to hack those weapons. Let's just do this so that my Zoltan can't depower my bomb. Can actually fight them in shields since that's a 4-tile row. Let you out. I'll breach bomb the med bay. Hold on, let's run about a bit just to make sure that they don't go to the med bay until my breach bomb is ready. There we are. F's for the Zoltan. One moment.
Sweetie? Come on, Teresa. Come on, sweetie goodie. You're a good girl. Very, very good girl. You're a very, very good girl.
Good sweetie. Okay, we're back. Oops. Stupid Zoltan. We have a Clumbe, we can deal with giant alien spiders, and apparently we have dealt with them. Cool. Max level shields. I think it's actually better here to just attack them, if I remember correctly. Ship near sensor station. It's a low scrap reward that gives you a map, but I think the teleporter, yeah, the teleporter can just gives you the map, which I'm going to get anyway. This is very annoying. That's also very annoying. I want to be able to get rid of the hover beam and leave that up so that I can train. I can't really do that easily. I wonder if I can time this in such a way to do that. If I fire the breach bomb right after that goes off. Yep, there we go. shouldn't be any situation they swap back, and I'm also going to breach bomb the hacking just so I can get Engine's XP. And yeah, then I should be able to get full evade training here, and full weapon training as well. I can't get shield training, but whatever, I don't care about shield training. There we go. So, let's get going. The only problem with turning speed hack on is eventually they'll get through my shields completely. I suppose I could put a second Zoltan in there, but then I don't get the training. And if they get through my shields completely, they might ionize something that I'm trying to train, but I can deal with that. Yeah, like that, I ionize my weapons there. And again. I don't know why they're not powering the fourth. It's not powering the fourth shield automatically. That is quite annoying. But let's see, what do I have left? I've got max. I'm not cross training loads of people. I'm just training the people that I've got. Since I already have max engine training, let's just do this. Can't ionize my flak if I've got somebody in there. There we go. Go punch that down. I don't know why I bothered to board with 3 crew. Whatever, they'll suffocate and come back, then I had to board shields. Didn't get them that one. I'm not wasting drones on this fight. So they'll do 2, they always do, if you board 2 crew at 100 health, they always do 2 points of system damage to an auto ship before they die. Strictly they do 2.5, but obviously it doesn't preserve the half. You can do more with crew with more health, like rocks. Whereas crystals have both more health and they don't take much damage from suffocation. So they can do, I believe 2 crystals can do 5 damage. 2 rocks can do 3. I can't remember what you can do with 1 rock and 1, like, mantis or human. Crew up, by the way, all do equal damage to systems. You might think that something like a mantis is better at damaging systems than an NG, but no. It's absolutely equal. The bonuses or penalties to combat damage only apply to damage done to other crew types. So there's our map that we don't care about. I don't know that I want to double dive here. I think I'll just take... yeah, here... take all of these ones up in the corner. this ship. Zoltans, on the other hand, they die quite quickly over there because they only have 70 health. Kind of crude having that go off in their face, but you know, whatever. They can never fix their weapons. We are therefore completely safe. We'll go and board the shields and start killing them with the laser. Soon enough, I'll get the weapons 4 and have the flak online, and that way we can make any further auto ship fights a little bit faster. I could get shield training by waiting for them to fix this, and then we get it from the combat drone, but I don't care. That's all. End up getting cloned after dying a bunch of times anyway, so it wouldn't stick. Their dodging is making it difficult to actually kill the ship. But you know, I'm only firing 3 shots at them, so that's not too surprising. Let's shoot their pilot. Your crew suffocate in about 15 seconds, if they, assuming that they just have 100 HP, by the way. This is, you can see this because you see that has a level 20-second cooldown, the teleporter, and it's about 5 seconds each one there. That indicates that it's 1 level of ionization, which lasts 5 seconds. So it's a little over 15 seconds. So level 1 teleporter is never enough for your crew unless they're rocks or crystals to survive boarding an auto ship. But level 2 is just fast enough. Of course, here it's not terribly relevant anyway because, you know, I have a clone bag. It's worth knowing if you're having to board an auto ship and you have a med bag. It's also useful to know for certain things, like being the reason I know that the crew do, you know, 2 or 3 points of damage or whatever is because if you know how long it's going to take them before they suffocate over there, it's just a matter of knowing how the damage calculations work. 2 crew break 1 system level in 6.25 seconds. There is a slight delay for the first one because I think it's about half a second that the animation plays while they're actually appearing on the enemy ship. I think I can go here, here, there, and dive. We'll attack this pirate. Let's avenge this idiot. Speaking of idiots, why did I not actually open the door to that room? Well. Let's go and fix that completely unnecessary damage that we just took due to being stupid. We just got another map. Hooray. You're fine, you're fine, you're fine. You vent. And I'm not venting my other crew because they have skills that I want to keep. Let's just get this on now. So now, where I want to do so, I can run burst laser flak. Slightly more power than I need for situations where I just want to run the breach bomb, but whatever, I'll invest some into engines soon enough. These idiots are in hacking. So we're gonna fight a dive ship here, but I don't care because it's a dive in a nebula, which means there's no ASB. I mean, we already had a dive in this one where there was an ASB because I miscalculated, but we did take some damage from that fight. This one, on the other hand, we should be fine. We probably will just board and kill this ship. You only get one fuel for doing it, so it's not that particularly valuable, but... They can't keep firing at you when they're all dead, so... This is an unusual late-game Rebel Elite that doesn't have a teleporter. That's going to make this take longer. But not that much longer. Remember when I didn't give up 5 missiles? This is kind of the reason why. We'd be in rather desperate straits if we had, but we're kind of okay because we didn't. Same with when we didn't sell 7 drum parts. I'd really like a better final border than this fucking Zoltan. But I can do it if I need to. We will go civilian. And we're right into a nebula, and quite a big one at that. Cool. We'll power this flak just in case we need it. But we shouldn't. We might need it to break the, power the breach bomb as well. We might need the flak to break the, super shield. Get in there. In fact, we will need it to break the super shield because I want to make this faster. I want to breach bomb the combat. One more clone to go. I know I could have turned the speed hack on. I can't be bothered to keep flicking in and out of the window. Let's take a look up here and maybe take the other nebula beacons later on. Take that fight in the asteroid field. Let's do this. Go asteroid field fight there. Onwards. We don't care that much about stores. I might buy another crew member to round things out, but I'd rather just get one for free, honestly. Don't need to use any bombs. Oh, cool, we did get that free crew member after all. It's only a human, which is not ideal, but whatever. 2 mantises and 2 human will do the job nicely. Let's actually save these crew people in the teleporter now. More fighting. We will attack the auto ship. I want the breach bomb to start just because I want to chuck a breach bomb in weapons just to break them permanently. Ah! I was hoping to not have to use the second run here, but their cloak was too long. And 2 bombs will end up having to be used. That sucks. Okay, break these weapons forever. Good, good. I should have synced those properly. Cost me 1 point of damage, but it doesn't matter too much. And they died at this volley. I think this is a possible double reward if I remember the event properly. Yes, indeed it is. I wish we had another drone slot to be able to use that, but we don't. I'll circle around back to that store, but let's... I don't care about my boarding crew getting vented. It's just a day at the office. Mantis for them. Shall I take all of these? Yeah, sure. Sometimes you can find fights even at like unmarked beacons in nebulas. And we found one here, although annoyingly they're trying to run away and they have cloaking. A useful thing to know, ships that look like this, that is auto scouts, where the rooms are all joined up, their maximum piloting level is 2, so we are guaranteed to be able to punch that down. In this case, it was only level 1. Breach bomb the weapons. They will get the cloak, unfortunately, and that piloting will eventually get fixed. I could put a breach bomb in there to make sure that it doesn't, but we're starting to run a bit low, so I want to kill the ship without having to use any more consumables. Especially since this is only a low scrap war fight. Are you fucking kidding? Well, they get away because of that. One, two. If we jump out ahead of them, we don't have to double fleet pursuit. So we're gonna do that. I don't know that I can get to the store if I take that fight. No, our drone parts are quite precious at this point. I mean, we're likely to buy quite a few of every consumable type at this store. We might even buy all of the consumables of all types there. Good, we got another Mantis. You get out. Yeah, those consumables are very, very low. Buy the drone recovery arm so I can use these 2 drones. Would have been nice to get that earlier in the run, but whatever. I could get the whole repair drone to do the... There's a little trick that if you have a drone recovery arm and a whole repair drone, you can heal for 2 at each jump and then jump away, but I would need to leave it on my bar to do that, as well as it being more expensive than it would be worth at this point in the game. Okay, fight, and then we're just gonna head. We'll be diving again. It's fine. No, we will not surrender to slavers. We're not going to use hacking here. If we need to block this missile, we'll use the defense drones to get that drone part back. But we may actually kill these before they can even fire at once. Yep. Give me a Mantis. Hooray! 4 Mantis boarding team at last. Get my weapons up to 6 now. I won't use that except in the flagship fight, really, but... I don't need the storm. Ignore it. Okay, it's this remote settlement thing again. We don't have to fire beam anymore like we did earlier, sadly, but, you know, we'll get a double report anyway. Here I wanted to hack the weapons because I'm not just worried about their missile, but about their other more conventional weapons. Let's get some damage buffers. Also useful to have, ideally teleporter 3, but you want at least teleporter 2 so that if Phase 1 hacks your teleporter, you can work around it. Yeah, skip the store so that we can get an extra fight. We'll go here, 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 and either then to the exit, or if we are still able to get there, we'll go there. I keep being surprised by how low our reactor is when I look at the upgrade screen, but that's because we have 3 Zoltans. Yes, outpost. I recognize the background. Get this defense drone up. Should we hack? Yeah, let's just hack. Thank you, defense drone, for eventually deciding to do your job. Fucking hell, that was 68 plus 55. That is 123 scrap. Oh, it's this silly sensor station thing. I don't actually need a force shield bubble here. Put the defense drone up. Actually, I also don't need to hack here. Let's just board YouTube break piloting. If the piloting gets broken, let's break their cloak. One of the many nice things about having a clone, about having DNA banks, is that you can leave your clone bay off patiently and not get the really horrible background noise that sounds like crickets, indicating that your crew are going to die. Okay, I think we can get to that in time. Surrender your stuff immediately. Let's breach bomb the med bay. This up. Good, they don't have a pilot anymore. Potentially try using that second defense drone. But I think I'd rather have the opportunity to use the combat drone. In fact, let's get my drone control up so I can use them both at once. Buy more power. Kinda have more power than I need right now. That won't be the case when I'm running all my weapons. These weapons are dangerous enough. I don't care that much about the engines being hacked. I'd rather have my hacking system to shut this shit down. No, please don't depower my breach bomb. Good, clone base down. And we win. Not a very good reward, really, but oh well. That event where you have a pre-battle back in your head, pre-battle back? What? Pre-battle hack on your engines, you only get a medium scrap reward for crew killing. And you get a random reward for blowing the ship up. So it can sometimes be better to blow the ship up there, but it was a lot simpler for me to just kill all the crew and win the fight that way. And these weapons could damage me, so I couldn't afford to just stall indefinitely. Okay, let's put a defense drone up for that missile. Yeah, people in oxygen again. Let's remember to vent. Let's actually vent them out this time, unlike the last time we had a situation like this. on over. Ah, we dodged it anyway. Not that it would matter, we were going to get a free repair when we jumped to this beacon anyway, so it would have immediately vanished, but... I could sell the extra defense drone there, but honestly, this in Sector 8 with great guaranteed ways to be able to crew kill, you're going to make way more scrap from taking a fight. I suppose the only thing is that I do kind of need a repair station just to make sure I don't run out of stuff. And I may not be able to get one due to where they're placed. One has already been taken over. Actually, yeah, I need to go to the store just to make sure that I can buy some consumables. I could buy, like, the flak or something and go flak, burst. Burst 2. But no. Buy some more missiles instead. No, you can't fix that. I won't let you. There we go. Upgrade the teleporter now. Yeah, one of the other repair stations has already been taken over now. It looks like that one, I couldn't be sure whether the flagship was going to go through that or not, but there's a decent chance it gets taken over before I'd be able to reach there anyway. We only need 2 shields for this fight. I had attempted to breach bomb piloting first. Combat drone, do something for the first time in the world. Hooray! The defense drone up as well. Not using any more consumables here. There is no point. The 2 drones I will get back. So it's just a hacking drone that is actually expended in the 1 missile. It did say only 1 there, but that's because it only gave us the combat drone back. The defense drone we'll get back when we jump away. Level 6 engines is usually, though not always, enough to get out ahead of the ASB. We might take one ASB here. Depends in part on, like, if they board us and they board us into a place that's relevant, which they didn't, thankfully. There's a slight variance in terms of when the ASB goes off, so... I don't want to go to the base when I'm already being boarded. I would like to get rid of those guys. And hopefully we can go to that repair station to get some more drone parts and a bit more scrap. Nope, it got taken over. Drat. You need venting, yes. So to start in this phase, we aren't going to bother having our flak and burst laser powered. We're happy to just go in with the breach bomb and our boarders, and we're going to kill all of the crew, so that we have free reign to board them in later phases. I'm probably not going to use, even though I have a drone recovery arm, I'm not going to use these drones in this phase, because if they get blown up, that could really affect our ability to use hacking in later phases. And I don't want that to happen. And I don't need it in those two in this phase anyway. I will use it in second and third phase. I'd like to get the backup battery up to power those a little bit easier. Oh yeah, we want to board... The way you do boarding strategies generally is the recommended way on hard difficulty is hack missiles, board ions and beams and break those, and then you board into and kill the people in there, and then you board into the missiles and use that as basically a murder chamber. If you have cloaking, you can just cloak hack cycle the missiles, stop them from ever firing. We don't have hacking, so we're going to want to dump a breach bomb on their face. And if the first breach bomb hits, we might take a missile or two. But we did hit. Because yeah, when these crew are dead, they can never fix these systems until we've killed all of their crew, at which point they'll become an auto ship and start repairing very slowly. Did we get over there in time? I don't think so. So, we end up spending another bomb. That should be the last one we have to use in this phase. Also, we don't need the force shield bubble anymore, because this only fires 3 shots. And they should never be able to get their other weapons back. So they definitely can't get these 2 back until after all their crew are dead, and they shouldn't even be getting the missiles back. Our Mantis will die over there, but they'll get better and their crew won't. The breach will help me because they'll start taking suffocation damage. Yeah, like that. I'll wait until they've broken the door down. Oh well. At this point, it's just a matter of time. They can't do anything to me now. We'll let them break this door down so it can lock itself again. If they... It takes, I believe, 10 hit punches to a hack door to break it. And interestingly, if they do a bunch of them and then for whatever reason that person stalls because they die or whatever, any damage they've done to it it stays on the system. It doesn't. So, you know, if somebody hits a locked door 8 times and then you kill them, the next person who comes along will only need to punch it twice. Get all my crew in shields now. I'd like to be able to take up piloting so they don't have lots of time to repair their stuff. Good, that's down. Flagship in Phase 1 only has level 2 engines, so being able to take those out is quite helpful. So they are fixing their systems with the auto repair now, but it's quite slow. We could have kept her alive, but whatever. Dying builds character. Since I could not afford the backup battery upgrade there, and I may not even be able to do it after the last phase, I'm just going to buy ordinary power. We shouldn't need level 3 teleporter anymore. It's fine to just send over one lot of 4 boarders and they can roam around the ship. In Phase 3, if you... I just said that I don't need to do that. In Phase 3, if you board... Phase 2, rather. If you board directly into the missile artillery, your crew will break it before it gets to fire. That's not the case in Phase 3, and in Phase 3 we can't do it anyway because they have a Zolt Shield. But if you happen to have Zolt Shield bypass even, it still doesn't work because the Phase 3 missile artillery is a slightly higher... It's level 4 instead of level 3. So it's a little bit faster, and you would need to take deal more damage to take it down. There is sometimes a threat when you can't have cloaking, which of course we don't have on this ship, that there's sometimes a threat that Phase 2 can be quite nasty if the drone surge happens to roll a large number of combat drones. We're going to board with 4 people, we'll send 2 to the drone control to start breaking that. We'll put a defense drone up to block their boarding drone, and we can just shoot the shields with our conventional weapons and the breach bomb and if we put the combat drone up and we can completely break their shield, which will also be hacking, that will go a long way towards just making sure we win reasonably fast. I don't know why I'm fighting them at the base, because this is typically a thing you do to be able to pull off abduction strats, which we don't need to worry about because their crew are all dead. Whatever. Board. Oh, for the love of God, defense drone, you had one job. You go and distract this thing for a moment. Oh, I forgot to roll these guys down. Okay, I've misplayed this. This should be over very fast now, because they have no shields. Yep, shield's held. Now in this phase, don't mind control somebody, that would be quite annoying. But we can work around it. Their Zolt and Shield should go down pretty fast, because Flak plus Burst 2 plus Combat Drone is pretty decent at getting through this. We can't use our teleporter or our hacking at the start of the phase, so we'll divert power somewhere else, mostly into drones. Okay, they've mind-controlled one of the Mantis, that's fine. Put the defense drone up to try to shoot down some of these missiles. Maybe take 1 damage there. To hold my breach bomb to go off once we're through the Zoltan shield. Start hacking that down. Let's also do want the defense drone for a moment. Ugh. You're gonna die, but whatever. Bend that room. Could actually breach bomb the piloting next, and that will guarantee everything hits. If that hits, of course, which it didn't. Go and fix that, please. Good, let's get a laser up. So, that's a pretty comfortable win. We take some damage in phase 3, but it's difficult to not take that much when you don't have cloaking. We only took, what, 5 or 6? And we were never really in danger of losing this run. Despite the fact, the score is pretty pedestrian. We had some quite low scrap. Sectors early. That abandoned sector 2 was awful. The NG sector 3 was pretty bad. We had an absolutely monster sector 7 to help make up for everything. So that's 3 in a row now. Who's next? 3, 2, 1, go. Lanius A, that's quite a good ship. It starts with hacking, that's always a nice thing. But that will wait until next time. I hope you enjoyed the run, and I will see you later. Bye for now.